Do you find it impossible to sit upright in a cross-legged position? So really, when we sit in a cross-legged position and upright, I should be able to flatten my spine rather than my hips being curved around like this. Now, for a lot of us, the issue is that our hip capsules are too tight. That means that our bums are forced to tuck under, and we're forced to come out of being in an upright position. A lot of the people who we see at the clinic struggle with this are meditators, and they want to be able to maintain a serene position, upright, and be able to focus without their back fatiguing too much. But also, we see a lot of people with religious duties, for example, weddings and temple ceremonies where they have to sit, and therefore they find it very difficult, very uncomfortable, and they end up almost leaning back in this position because they're having to brace themselves against their legs to stop themselves from falling backwards. Now, a really easy tip is one, first off, practice, but practice with good alignment. I'll show you. If I put a bolster, which could be a cushion, it could be an inflatable like this under my hip, it becomes much easier to maintain an upright position. I'll explain. So here, if I sit, my knees can drop, and now my head can be really nice and tall, but as well as that, my spine can engage. Now what's happening here is my spine is stacked on top of itself, which means that there's far less lean forward and not excessively back either. It's much more efficient for me to be here, but it still creates a nice healthy challenge of maintaining an upright position. But as well as that, because I've reached somewhat into that range of motion for my hips to drop to the floor, my hips are being stimulated, or messages are being sent to the local physiology of my hip and of my nervous system to let it know that it needs more length. So the tissues will start to lengthen if I'm here long enough. Because you've put the bolster under your hip, you will be able to stay here long enough. I'd recommend that you stay here for maybe 5 to 10 minutes whilst you're watching TV, meditating, reading, whatever you like. The benefit now is because we've put a bolster in, we can just reduce the height of the bolster. So after you've done, say, this level for a week, you could let a bit of air out, or if you're using towels, unfold the towels just a little bit and allow your hips to drop just a little bit more. So now it's a little bit more difficult for you to maintain an upright position. Make sure that your hips are relaxed, which is really why it's so good to do this whilst meditating, because you're trying to go into more of a relaxed state. But try and relax the hips, try and pull your crown to the ceiling the whole time that you're doing this to try and create that nice upright position with a straight back, until eventually you won't need it at all. And you can maintain a really nice upright position without any help from a bolster at all. It can take weeks, months to get the most out of this progression. Please stick with it. It doesn't happen overnight. If you need help, you know what to do. Just contact us and we'll do our best to provide you with as much help as you need. If you've got a wedding, make sure that you're doing this months before, not just a few weeks before, because it probably just won't work as well. If you need any help when it comes to your health, your fitness, your pain, your mental health, then please contact us. It'll be our pleasure to help you. We have online resources, plenty of them, and also free advice as well as our paid appointments. Find us at www.revitalizeclinic.co.uk. Thank you. And remember, please like and subscribe so I can help more people just like you become better empowered over their health and fitness.